Okay, here we are again with another Upwork profile review. As you know, every week I review the Upwork profiles that you guys send to me. If you want me to review your profile on the channel, there's a link in the description. All you need to do is fill in the form. Super simple, super quick. And if you're lucky and I like your profile, or if I think that people can learn from your mistakes or from what you're doing right, then I'll choose your profile to do a review like this. Now, today I think it's going to be a shorter review, but let's see. Let's see. Sometimes I think it's going to be short, but it's never short. So let me just make my camera smaller as usual. Yeah, this is probably good enough. And from now on, you'll start paying attention to the screen, right? So this is Lawrence Edgar from the Philippines. He's a data entry support specialist, and we're gonna review his profile. So let's start with first things first. And it's important for you to understand what am I evaluating when I'm looking at a profile like this, because then you can do the same for yourself. You can assess your profile by following the same, basically the same uh, order, same sequence that I use when I'm analyzing a profile. So let's start with the photo, okay? The photo is good. In this case, I like the photo. It looks professional. Now, there's a little bit of a glare or reflection in his glasses. And his face could be a bit bigger in the photo. You can really see his eyes or anything. Still, it's a small picture. I understand it's a profile picture. You can see that he is a professional. Okay, that's what it looks like. The impression I have is that he's a professional. He is wearing, I think, a button-down shirt in a neutral background. Looks like an office or something like that. His hair is like combed to the side. Looks professional, wearing glasses, slight smile, but doesn't look like he's in a party or anything. So it looks professional. This is important. Okay? Your photo needs to look professional and approachable. So the slight smile makes him look approachable, right? Lawrence Edgar from the Philippines. Okay. Uh, I need to make this disclaimer. When you're someone from the Philippines or India or Pakistan or even South America, like myself, I'm in Brazil, um, it is a bit harder for you than someone from, let's say, United States or Canada or UK, Australia. Okay, so there is a thing on Upwork, such as tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 countries. So tier 1 is United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. That's basically tier 1, right? Then you have tier 2, and that's like Germany, Japan, some other countries in Europe, maybe like Austria, some like rich countries in Europe or Asia. And then you have tier 3 countries. There are like Philippines, India, some countries in Africa, some countries in South America. I would even say there are tier 4 countries, like maybe like a really small country in Africa or Asia that most people don't even know where it is, or even Eastern Europe. But in general, it's like these 3 tiers of countries. And what it means is that the lower your tier, so if you're a tier 3 country like myself and like Lawrence here from the Philippines, some people will basically have more obstacles before hiring you because one, they're not entirely sure that you can speak and write in English. Two, they don't know if you're good at what you do because maybe the education system is completely different, so they don't know how much you know about whatever you're gonna do. So there are a couple of obstacles, and also there's so many spammers or like low-level freelancers from those countries who, because of the cost of living is lower, they usually charge very low rates, deliver crappy jobs, and then the countries get a bad reputation. Now, I'm not saying you can't win if you're from a tier 3 country. I'm from a tier 3 country, and I'm winning big on Upwork. And the same is true for many other freelancers. I'm just saying you're gonna have to work a little bit harder than an American or Canadian or English person, okay? So he's from the Philippines. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, the first thing that caught my attention here in a bad way is his rate. Okay, $5 an hour. Now, I always say I have this golden rule of the rates you should charge. For a beginner, it should be on average from $10 to $20 an hour in most fields. Intermediate from 20 to 40, $45 an hour. And if you're an expert, it should be higher than 45 or $50 an hour. Up to 300, 900. I've seen people charge $1,000 an hour on Upwork, and they do get jobs. So if you're very, very good, extremely specialized, maybe famous even, you can charge very high rates. But these are like the kind of like the rule of thumb for rates. $5 is way too low. Okay, $5 is what a teenager would charge, right? To do something extremely simple. But Lawrence here, he doesn't look like a teenager. He looks like a kind of like not a node dude, but I would guess he's like in his 30s just from by looking at this photo, late 20s to mid 30s maybe. I wouldn't expect someone at this age to be charging $5 an hour. And I don't care if you're from the Philippines and maybe $5 is decent money where you live. I don't care. Clients are usually not from Philippines. They're usually from tier 1 countries or tier 2 countries, the clients themselves. So when they see that you're charging $5 an hour and you're like a 30-something professional, they really don't trust you. They think you're an amateur. Maybe you're using a fake photo. Maybe like you've never worked a day in your life. Nothing good comes from charging such low rates. Okay, so the very first thing that I would recommend is increase your rates. Okay, $5 way too low. And I have a video on the channel. I'm not gonna add a card here, but you can check. Maybe I'm gonna add a link in the description if I remember. But if I don't, just search the channel. It's called low rates or something like this. Like if your rates are too low, clients are not gonna hire you. Okay, it's a deal breaker for clients if your rates are way too low, like $5 an hour. So don't do that. Okay, minimum $10 an hour as a complete beginner, which I don't think is your case. Okay, because I'm gonna scroll down here a little bit. I can see your employment history here. You started working in 2010. So that's 12 years ago. You have 12 years of work experience. Okay? Maybe not in the same field, doesn't matter. 12 years of work experience. How can someone who's worked in 3 different companies, including Citibank, 12 years work experience, how can you be charging $5 an hour? It doesn't make any sense. And because of that lack of consistency or congruency, clients are put off. They feel like something is wrong here. Okay, I know what you're thinking, Lawrence. You're thinking, I'm new to Upwork, so I'm just gonna lower my rate, so there's less risk for the client. That's your thought process. I understand it, but it's wrong. Okay, it's a misconception. Don't do this. Increase your rates, and you're gonna communicate that you're more of a professional. Okay, you don't have to lie and say that you have a lot of experience in a field if you're new to the field, but also don't sell yourself too short. Okay, first thing I would recommend is increase your rates. But there's something that's even more problematic here, in my opinion, or just equally as problematic, maybe. I can see you have Bachelor of Business Administration. Okay, so you have a bachelor's degree more than 10 years ago. So you graduated more than 10 years ago. I don't know this university, but it sounds like a reputable university in the country. It was more than 10 years ago. You have fluent English. You've worked in 3 different companies for more than 10 years. However, you're choosing data entry as a skill on Upwork. That doesn't make any sense. Data entry is one of the 8 freelance jobs for total beginners that I recommend on my site. I have an article on Freelance Growth Academy. I think I also have a video about that on the channel, saying that if you have absolutely no experience, teenager, never worked a day in your life, you're flipping burgers and you want to start working online, data entry is one of those 8 jobs. Okay, so why are you, Lawrence, someone with relevant experience, choosing data entry and charging $5 an hour? That communicates lack of confidence. Okay, maybe you don't feel like you're good enough. Maybe you have some self-worth issues. I don't know what's the case, and that's totally fine. Okay, everyone struggles with those issues. But what I'm telling you here is that doesn't make any sense. Okay, you worked 6 years at Citibank, very reputable company. Okay, everybody knows Citibank. You worked as an operations support analyst for 6 years. Why are you trying to be a data entry specialist? Okay. What I would do, first thing that I would do, okay, I don't really understand what your experience, what experience is, okay, but I can read here. Performs end-to-end duties for pre-employment screening for mid to high volume countries. That's complicated. It's a complex thing. Okay, it's not simple. Um, Responsible for providing operational support, HR, hiring managers, legal, and externally to clients. So you used to deal with clients, provide operational support for a large company for 6 years, and you have a 12 years plus experience as a client service specialist, customer service. So you have a lot of experience. Why don't you position yourself as maybe as operations support analyst? Okay, why don't you do the exact same thing that Citibank hired you for 6 years to do? Okay, so if Citibank thinks you're good enough for this, of course Upwork clients are gonna think you're good enough for this. Okay, Citibank hired you, and from what I understand here, it's a full-time job. So you were employed by Citibank. Okay, you're good enough. What I would do first thing, okay, operations support. I'm gonna look at for that on Upwork. Jobs, operation support. This is the first thing you should be doing, okay? If you have relevant experience, if you're someone who has work experience, if you worked before, do the exact same thing. Okay? If you're good at it, if you had companies hire you to do it, why don't you do the same, but as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, as a freelancer, online, charging whatever you want and working whenever you want. Okay? It's the same thing as a job, better. Okay. I don't think that's real estate. I don't think that's your, yeah, business like this one. Business manager for established company, admin, team and clients relations, growth operations. It sounds like the kind of experience that you have, Lawrence. Okay. Um, Administrative support, business planning. I mean, you have a bachelor's degree in business, okay? And they're paying $15 to $40 an hour. That's what they're offering. You can probably get away with more than that, okay? And you're charging 5 for data entry. Why? Okay? VA, another thing you could do. VA means virtual assistant, okay? If you're someone who knows how to use email platforms, social media, maybe you don't need to have an expert. You know how to post on Instagram or Facebook. You know how to write emails. You know how to schedule appointments. You know how to reply to clients. If you know how to do these basic things, check an Excel spreadsheet, write a Word document, you can be a virtual assistant, okay? And they're gonna pay you way more than $5 an hour, okay? They're gonna pay you 15 to 40, $50 an hour, okay? What else? Virtual assistant, again, executive assistant. Daily operational task for, this is, it sounds to me, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds to me like this is the exact same thing that you do for your job. Daily operational tasks for sales, marketing, and data entry, okay? You can charge, like this is $17 to $25. You can charge way more than $5 an hour to do something like that. Way more, okay? So I'm just gonna go back to your profile, Lawrence. So I understand maybe you have some limiting beliefs about your skills and your capacities, but I'm telling you, data entry is not where you're gonna thrive. Okay, for you with your experience, you can probably set up a operations support analyst or specialist or something like that. You can also add here 12-year experience. So that's what I would do. Okay, this is a cool thing that you can do on browsers. Okay, I'm gonna click here. If you don't understand what I'm doing, it's fine. No worries. So here's what you should do: operations support specialist, 12 years experience. Maybe even ex Citibank, even something like that. Maybe. Okay? Something like this. This looks extremely good. Operations support specialist, 12 years experience, ex-Citibank analyst. Okay, so basically what you're saying is, I was an analyst for Citibank. I have 12 years experience and I can help you with operations. Okay? Man, this is gonna change the game for you. And then instead of 5, here's what you should do. I'm gonna start doing this for my when I'm doing profile reviews. So instead of 5, I would do maybe 35. Okay, maybe something like this. Now you look cheap. Okay, now for 35 looks like a catch. Looks like a great deal to hire someone with 12 years experience, ex-Citibank, operation support specialist for 35 bucks an hour. That sounds amazing. Now data entry for 5 sounds like a teenager. Can you see the difference, Lawrence? So just do this, just copy this, okay? Copy this. Now for the description, I'm not even gonna go there because you're saying this will be my first time working in an online platform. Don't do this, okay? Don't do this. I'm a fast learner, I'm willing to learn, yeah, whatever. Currently employed. What I'm reading here as a client is first time, so he doesn't really know how Upwork works. Currently employed, so he doesn't have much time to work for my company. Attention to details, yeah, okay, yeah. So this guy is too busy with his job, and it's the first time that he's doing this. I'm just gonna pass, okay? I would pass. If it was me hiring you, I would pass, just based on this description, okay? So what I would do here, you're gonna look for operation support, and by the way, I teach this in my course. I'm giving this away for free because I'm such a nice guy, such a nice guy. You're gonna look for professionals, and then you're gonna filter for freelancers, people who charge 30 to 60, that's where you're gonna be. Job success of 90% and up. People who earned more than $1,000. That's good enough, okay? So here are some operations managers, operation and organization expert, project manager. So choose someone who has a similar set of skills that you do, okay? Maybe something like this, or operations manager. Yeah, let's see this guy, operations manager from Bangladesh, 100% job success, top rated plus. So this is someone you can emulate, $100,000 plus earnings. So you can emulate or learn from this guy, okay? Here's what he's saying on his description. With my expertise, I can help you with product and operations manager, team building, team manager, tasking, client satisfaction. He's talking about everything that he can do for you. Tools and technologies I have full knowledge of, okay? You can do the same. I mean, all the technologies here are simple. Office, Google Docs, Pipedrive, this is super easy to use. Zendesk, GoToMeetings, I mean, this is super simple. Slack, Skype, Google Hangouts, simple. But he's listing everything that he can do, okay? You can say I have a bachelor's degree, whatever. You have 12 years of experience. So you have more experience than this guy. And he's charging $50 an hour, making over $100,000 on Upwork. And you're charging 5, okay? With a bachelor's degree and twice as much experience, Lawrence. So you're selling yourself too short, mate. Sorry to say. But there's a lot of room for improvement, okay? Just copy someone like this and then improve on it. Don't do the exact same profile, otherwise you can get banned from the platform. But do the same structure, but change the words, change the skills, change the experience, okay? But you can do something like this. Use lists, okay? You can list everything that you can do. But this is very good, okay? Very good. What else? Let's get back to your profile. But this is if you do these 3 things, change your job title, change your rate, and change your description, this is gonna be so much better for you. So much better, man. The free advice you're getting on this video, this is gonna make you earn 6 figures in the next couple of years on Upwork. Okay, this is what you're getting for free. This is why this is the absolute best channel for freelancers on YouTube. I know it's a small channel for now, it's a new channel, okay? But we'll get there because this is the absolute best advice for freelancers on platforms, okay? So spread the word. If you're liking the video, like it, subscribe to the channel, share it with other freelancers. If you're a part of freelancing groups on Reddit or Facebook, whatever, share this with people, Okay, you need to help my channel, help me make my channel grow, because I'm helping everyone grow. Okay, and I'm gonna keep doing this because I'm so generous, such a nice person, so humble. Okay, so I think this is great. Okay, your job experience is great. You don't need to change a thing here. Other experiences, don't do this because you're saying other experiences. I'm new to Upwork. This is your other experiences. Started this month. Nah, don't do this. Okay. Other experiences, you can do some trainings maybe if you've ever taken any leadership trainings, any language courses, any volunteering experience. But don't say data entry experience on Upwork. Okay. This is not gonna help you. But any kind of trainings, certificates, seminars you attended, you can add that here. Okay. Now, the other very important thing that you need to do here, Lawrence, after you implement the new job title, the new hourly rates, and the new description, and then you remove this experience and add the experiences that I'm recommending. After you do that, the next thing you're gonna do is get a friend or co-worker or former employer or family member or just someone you know who runs a business. You're gonna get them to create an Upwork account if they don't have one as a client, and then post a job for you. So like I'm looking for an operation support expert for my business, whatever, and then they're gonna hire you. You're gonna help them with their business, okay? Maybe you can help them with some screening new employees. Maybe you can help them with operations. Maybe you can help them with some client service. Do some work for them, okay? And they're gonna hire you on Upwork and they're gonna pay you, okay? They're gonna pay you for your work through Upwork, which means Upwork is gonna get a cut. So if you do like a $50 job, Upwork's gonna keep 20%. So you're gonna get paid 40 jobs. That doesn't matter. At least you're gonna get a job here, and you're gonna get a 5-star review from your friend or employer, and they're gonna write a decent 5-star review. So they're gonna say, Lawrence is exactly who we needed in our business. He's helping us with operations. Everything is running smoothly. Everything's so much better now that we hired Lawrence. Thank you so much. Hope we can work together again in the future. That's the kind of feedback they're gonna leave for you. You can even script it. Don't let anyone know you're doing this, because this is against Upwork's terms of service to script a testimonial, okay? And if someone asks me, I'm recommending you don't do it, okay? Don't do it. I'm just giving an example. Don't do it. However, if you did it, it would work. If you catch my drift, okay? If you did it, it would work. Get a friend to hire you on Upwork, do work for them, and have them write an amazing review for you, okay? Do that 2 or 3 times with 2 or 3 different people. And this is going to change the game, because after you have the new job title, the new higher hourly rate, the new description that you copied/adapted from someone with more experience, change your experiences, and then have 2 or 3 5-star reviews, you can start applying for big jobs, and you will stand a chance. If you send good proposals, you will stand a chance, because your profile will be great after you do that, okay? Because it looks like you have a lot of experience in the area of operation support and customer service. So I think you can make very good money on Upwork, Lawrence. I think you're in a very good position if you just implement what I'm teaching you here. By the way, what I'm just giving you here is a $500 consulting session. No joke, no joke. $500 consulting session for free. All I ask is that you like the video, leave a comment, engage with my content, share the video, subscribe to the channel, help me bring more traction to the channel, because I want to help as many people as I can, as many freelancers as humanly possible, because we're in the age of freelancing, okay? Everybody's being sent home by their employers. Everybody's losing their job. And freelancing is the exit, is the way that they can solve their financial problems, stay at home or travel, make their own hours, and have a life of freedom, fun, and adventure, okay? Doing what they like or what they're good at. So I want to help as many people as I can become successful freelancers, but you guys need to help me. You're the community, okay? You are the freelancers here. So you need to help me out. Spread the word, okay? Do whatever you can to help me out because I'm doing whatever I can to help you out, okay? These weekly profile reviews are just one of the many things that I'm doing. Just published a new ebook on my site, okay? Don't know if you know this, but visit my website, Freelance Growth Academy. There's a top bar, there's a bar on the top. There's also a pop-up after I think 20 seconds or something like that. That's gonna take you to that ebook. It's a free ebook that you can download with tips on how to get started on Upwork, how to make money on Upwork. So many tips, so many things I'm doing for free, and you guys need to help me out. Okay, so let me just make my screen, my camera big again. Yeah. So, Lawrence, these are my tips for you. Okay, change your job title, increase your rates to maybe $35 an hour, change your description, get a few people to hire you, people you know in real life, okay? Get them to create an account, hire you on Upwork, and then start sending lots of proposals. I have a video about that. You need to send dozens of proposals, if not hundreds of proposals, for the right jobs. And then you will get a few interviews, my friend. I think you're positioned to get a few interviews, and you will get hired. Okay, after you do everything that I'm saying, like the homework, you stand a chance. You stand a chance of getting hired and making very good money on Upwork. Okay, you're someone who in 1 or 2 years will be making full-time income for sure. Okay, you're probably gonna leave your job and just do freelancing if you do what I'm saying. Okay. Now the other thing that I want to do, guys, for everyone else, if you're wondering, okay, the photo, like I mentioned, the photo. How do I choose the right photo? The job title, because I just gave an example for Lawrence, but for you it's going to be something different. How do you choose a job title? How do you write a description? Which hourly rates should you charge? So everything that I'm giving for free here for Lawrence, this only applies to him. But if you want to learn how to build your profile in a way that works, I have a course. It's inexpensive, like $20. Okay, everyone can afford it. The link is in the description. It's an Udemy course. We're getting close to 5,000 students on the course. People are rating it 4.8 out of 5. So everyone is loving the course. And in that course, I teach you exactly how to do this, how to choose the right photo, choose the right job title, choose the right description. So everything that I'm giving here as an advice for Lawrence. But if you're not in his position, if you have a different experience, different field, in that course, you will learn exactly what you need to do to build a great 5-star profile, okay? That's what I had for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.